Hello everybody, and welcome back to Glory Hounds. We are the place got a bit all messed up since this plant and grow things go bad. We're gonna go and fix that right up, right? Something like that, anyway. Something like that. Whatever caused this has completely taken over City Hall. The formerly pristine halls now resemble what I can only describe as a rugged jungle. Several doors are barred by vines and growths, windows smashed with thick tree trunks just jutting out of them. I have to be careful where I walk just to avoid tripping over bushes, that's what that says, and stepping on thorns. That would be bad for the little pupper paws, right? The grass is in here comes up to my waist. At least there's no sign of vines just attacking us yet. Milo walks up front, snipping? Snipping anything that blocks our path with the shears. Well, he's got those at least. Amongst what almost feels like we're on some expedition. Oh, this place got quite the makeover. If the situation wasn't so dire, I'd almost call it beautiful. I swat a branch out of the way. It swings back and thwabs me in the nose. Right in the snoot. No. You, definitely don't see this every day, that's for sure. At least we haven't run into any more plants trying to kill us. That's a plus. I've seen no sign of anyone else so far. Here's hoping they all evacuated when the fire alarm was pulled. Fingers crossed. Milo gestures for us to stop. What's wrong? Listen. Those are footsteps? Might be other survivors. Please don't start using the word survivors. Hello? Anyone there? We've come to rescue you. Milo hushes Raoul. What are you doing? They need to know they're safe, Milo. We cannot rule out possibility of enemy presence. The footsteps stop. I think they heard us. Oh. I hear the creaks and groans of wood before what looks like a person emerges from the shrubbery. Only it isn't a person. Eh? Eh? Well. Look at this lad. Look at this work of art, you know? More like a monster, with skin made of bark and leaves sticking out of an earthen torso. It's unlike anything I've seen before, and it seems to regard us the same way it notices us, coming to in our direction. Raoul steps forward next to Milo, who's already got his garden shears at the ready, and raises a hand. We mean you no harm. It tilts its head. What Monstar? It talk? It has mouth? More of you! As it moves towards us, vines begin to sprout from its arms. They move like thorny tendrils, lashing at their surroundings. One smashes a potted cactus, which immediately seems to merge with it like a pointy flail. Cease hostility at once. You wish to stand in our way? Hey, stop! Don't! Out of nowhere, the tendrils extended hard and fast. Oh, go down! It nearly spears Raoul, but Milo pushes him out of the way at the last moment, lunging for the creature with the garden shears. He snips its tendrils off at the base, then kicks the monster-looking thing down. I watch the vine writhe on the floor before it lies still. Give it to me. I throw the vine over to him, careful not to prick myself, and he gets to work tying the creature up. It seems to be unconscious for now. Unconscious? What the heck is it? Some sort of unknown plant-based life form, it would seem. And it's hostile. He shakes his head.
The situation just got a lot more complicated. And scarier. The hell could have happened to Millow's piece to create freaky plant zombies? Oh, Raoul?
We will settle how and whys after situation is dealt with.
Do you think there's more out there?
There are bound to be. We must hurry. Lives are in danger.
Aw. Get to safety, Emil. It's too dangerous. Pah. I mean, they've got a point, but still. I mean, it's just plants. Plants aren't that crazy, are they? Unless it's carnivorous ones, like the ones from that one movie. I should just go out there. No famous journalists got anywhere just waiting around in the dark. I can see headlines now. Pristine place pounded by pointy plants. City Hall in ruins. Yes. They'll have to promote me to the crime department after this.
Oh, sir. Oh, no. The hallways were bad, but this is on a whole other level. The entrance hall. Oh, it is the hall we saw way earlier. It is not doing great, guys. It is not doing great. The city hall looks like it came straight out of some nature documentary. Any furniture gotten nailed to the floor has been flipped upside down, and the few things that have gotten impaled by growth. And that's without mentioning the ivy climbing up the old marble pillars, practically growing out our eyes. What a mess.
I guess the building's due for another set of renovations.
It doesn't look like there are any people here, at least.
We're lucky the fire alarm was pulled when it was. This could have gotten a lot nastier if folks haven't been evacuated.
We are not out of the woods yet.
I mean, I can see that. You know, with all the trees.
I meant it as a figure of speech. I groan.
I know. At least we haven't run into more of those plant monsters.
Help! I don't know who's calling for help. Is it a lean? Is it a line?
I spoke too soon, didn't I?
Oh, that was the mayor's voice. Okay, that is the mayor's voice. He brandishes the garden shears. They, along with his glasses, glimmer in the sunlight filtered in through the window. He's already looked pretty intimidated before, but today's events brought out an entirely new side of him.
No time to lose.
Raoul sprints in the direction the cry came from. Dawnhound, wait! Just before finishing, a vine I hadn't even seen lashed out at Raoul's ankle from below and yanks, flooring him immediately. I hear a groan from Milo as it pulls Raoul's heavy frame into the air, and the Rottweiler sways and bounces. What's your step, Duskhound?
Noted. Oh, a little help here.
The crow casually saunters over and snips the vine. The boss crashes to the ground with a grunt. I stifle a chuckle.
Situations like this make me realize my back isn't what it used to be.
Then perhaps it is wise to avoid situations like this in future by minding steps, yes?
You got me there. Let's try this one again, shall we?
He runs off again, a little more hesitation in his step this time. Milo follows, shears in hand. His one working eye flicks left and right, inspecting every shrub and every twig methodically. Follow my step exactly, Duskhound.
Right.
Okay. Where are we going?
I've said it before, but man, you really keep a cool head in these situations.
It is what I was trained for. Acting on impulse only leads to disaster. He gives Raoul, who is currently mowing Mowing? Not mowing. Mowing? Mowing? His thick arms through some very tall grass, a pointed look.
Yeah, give it a rest already. Blasted! No!
He winces, clutching his arm. What happened?
Needle stick. Sting.
What is it? Nothing. Sudden craving for nettle tea. Huh? Oh, finally! Someone's come to my aid! That's the mayor's voice again. But where? I look up. Sure enough, there he is, suspended upside down from the ceiling. A sight I never thought I'd see when I voted at the last election.
Mayor, are you hurt?
Not physically, though I find myself in a rather unfortunate predicament all the same, as you can see.
The thick vine he's hanging from swings back and forth like a pendulum as he shouts.
Do you have any idea how this happened?
I was just on my way back from the judging room when I heard the fire alarm. I went to make sure everything was alright, but then a loud bang rang out.
Marul looks at me.
That must have been the sound we heard.
It gave me quite a start. As for what happened, well, I seem to have lost consciousness. The very next thing I remember is waking up in
excuse me.
In this position. Which, might I remind you, is still fairly uncomfortable.
Have you seen a line? I have reason to believe she is still in the building.
Last I saw, she asked me for directions to our gallery. Roughly a minute or two before, the fire alarm went off.
His face falls, and the arc in his swaying grows as he raises his voice.
Heavens, you don't think she's hurt, do you?
Milo narrows his eyes just a little. We will initiate rescue mission.
I'd be very grateful. Could you, get me down from here while you're at it?
Oh, yes, just give me a minute. The sound of a camera shutter rings out through the hall. I cover my eyes, but they still sting. When I open them again, the mayor is swaying back and forth even faster, the vines wrapping tighter and tighter around his body.
This is brilliant! A front page article for sure.
I turn around and am nearly blinded by another camera flash. If not for the mesh in my mask, I'd be seeing stars by now. Sure enough, a certain lamprey's lanky silhouette slowly shifts into focus. I can hear Milo grumble behind me. I have feelings today is going to be difficult.
Emil, where did you come from? I thought I told you to get to safety.
And miss the career opportunity of a lifetime. A fat chance.
He aims the camera at the mayor. Milo reaches out to block his shot, but it's too late. Another click of the shutter, another flash. Then a scream rings out as the vines wrapping around the mayor seem to recoil, letting him fall to the floor from a considerable height. Marul reaches for something on his belt that's roughly the size and shape of a jelly bean. Before the mayor can hit the floor, he tosses it, and it proceeds to rapidly swell into just in time for the mayor to crash into it like a beanbag. No doubt sore, but safe.
What was that? A new thingamajig I developed to cushion falls after you told me about what happened with Kameu. It's still in testing phases, but it seems to have done the job. Are you alright, Mayor?
The mayor reaches for his antlers, as if to feel whether they're there. They're still there.
He's got his tongue out. Physically, yes. Mentally, I think I'm due for a sabbatical.
Milo turns to Emil, whose jovial demeanor dissipates rapidly when met by the crow's cold stare. What were you thinking?
I just,
He thrusts his hands into his pockets, looking down.
At least we know that they don't like bright flashes of light. We can keep that in the back of our pockets for future encounters.
The plants around us stir, and almost all of us collectively gasp in response. Branches creak and shift, vines slither.
There might not be any future encounters if we're not careful.
The plants coil around each other, that's what that says, changing shape. Bark, vines, and flowers start to sprout from clumps of earth until they form fully bipedal creatures. Rarul and I look at each other, shocked, but Milo hasn't so much as raised an eyebrow.
Dawnhound, Duskhound, assume combat positions.
I lock eyes with one of the plant creatures stumbling towards us, dragging spiky vines behind it.
What's the plan? Back to back. Don't let him catch you from behind.
That is agreeable tactic.
This isn't going to turn into another Dawn Tornado situation, is it? Good thinking, Spot. It's nice to have a little ace up our sleeves. I was afraid you'd say that.
Also, you don't even have sleeves.
As for you two, stay behind us.
You don't have to tell me twice. Emil looks more conflicted, clutching his camera.
Emil, listen to him. This could get nasty.
Or take his camera, you know. He hesitates, then nods, hiding behind us just in time for the first of the monsters to come barreling toward us. Way faster than the one we saw before. Aw. Rarul kicks the beanbag the mayor landed on towards it, knocking it down right before it can take a swing at us. The beanbag shrinks down into the previous size almost instantly.
This seems like the shrinking function works too. I don't think this would have a combat application, but...
I got there, guys. I got there. Milo grabs him and pulls him out of the way from another monster rushing towards us, sticking his foot out to make it fall instantly.
Eyes on target, Dawnhound. Terribly, sorry.
Another monster approaches with extended hand, tendrils sprouting and rushing towards me in the blink of an eye. I aim and shoot my grapple gun, knocking the thorn appendage off course, that's what it says, and straight through a window.
Oh no! We just had those repaired last year!
The creature closes the distance, and I find its face inches away from mine.
What are you?
Where? Where are we? The creature speaks all at once, that's what that says. Their voices pitch slightly different, like some strange choir. It's sounding a little more coherent than the one on our way over did, at least.
Skippersburg, City Hall.
The one in front of me tilts its head in confusion. I try to push it away, but it's far too heavy.
We do not know this place.
To be fair, it's a bit hard to navigate with all the vines and...
I put my hand against Emil's mouth.
Not helping.
The creature takes a step back, lowering its arms. I feel like it's waiting for me to say or do something.
What are you?
I gesture to the destroyed lobby around us.
And what's all of this?
We used to be a creature of flesh and bones and blood. When the world was young and the forests green. When we awoke, we were here. Only vine and bark remain. We used to be one. Now we are many.
So you were just acting up after waking up in a strange place?
I hear the mayor squeak behind us.
Acting up? Oh, that's not going to be a good excuse for insurance at all.
I have theory, but it remains to be proven.
Is this one of those climate change things? Because I swear I've been recycling.
I've got some theories of my own as well. The fossil in the amber, right?
Yes, but I not see how a line could have revived it, even by accident.
The creatures seem to focus on Milo for a moment.
We recognize you. Only flashes, faint memories, like dreams, from the one who created us. You took care of us.
They spoke in unison once more. It's like a strange symphony, except it's not music.
We offer apologies for attacking you. We are sorry, Master. Master?
I see Raoul stifle a chuckle while Milo stares dumbfounded.
We recognize the one, clad in black as well. He came to visit us many times.
This time, it's Raoul that freezes up. Milo's head turns so fast, I fear it may snap off. The rest of us inch back as if in self-defense.
You
just what, Dawnhound? We had rule. Simple rule. You were to stay out of greenhouse unless given my permission.
His eyes are wide, his hands trembling.
I just wanted to see what you were working on and I ran some tests. I figured you really wanted to win, so
you came up with another invention. I was thinking this was case, but I did not want to believe it. I did not want to believe best friend over 20 years would violate trust so flagrantly.
I just wanted to help.
Look around you, Dawnhound.
Raoul's eyes dart to destroyed windows, splintered desks, the mayor nervously wringing his hands.
This is where your help gets us. Something goes wrong, you wish to play hero, and others have to clean up mess you leave behind.
I didn't think.
Before Raoul can even finish his sentence, the plants shake and twitch. Leaves and vines rustle violently.
We obey. We will neutralize the threat.
What's going on?
The creatures seem to convulse erratically, as if a spasm is running through their very being. They turn toward us and raise their vines at us, their movements much more, ungainly? Ungainly? I don't think they're willing to do any more negotiating.
Duskhound, Dawnhound, get ready to fight and defend Mayor and ex-boyfriend. We will make way toward gallery.
Roger! I stand slightly behind Milo and pull the mayor behind me. For once, Emil remains quiet and joins the mayor. Raoul hesitates for a moment and fidgets.
Milo,
I said get ready.
With a snip-snap of his shears, Milo takes up another combat position. I can tell from his body language that he's not gonna mess around. This creature seems to be waiting for us to make a move, though their vines are shaking as if they're trying to yank away a straggler. I glance at Raoul, who seems a little out of it. As much as I'd like to talk to him and comfort him, right now we have civilians to protect.
Boss? Oh, right.
He regains his composure and sandwiches the mayor and Emil between us.
Stay close and keep your back to mine. Alex, I'll cover your rear. You back up Milo and guard the front. Yes, sir.
I wish I had a spear or a polearm, or one of those boots axes. Okay. Raoul tried to convince me to add to my costume as recently as last week. Failing that, I ready my grappling gun.
Advance.
Milo does not miss a beat and charges at the target. The largest creature, in front of him. The one who did most of the talking. I'm wondering if he's figured out their hierarchy or something.
Do not get in our way, Master. We will assist in neutralizing the threat.
One of its vines swings violently at Milo. He steps to the side and catches the thorny appendage between the blades. Okay. Alright, everyone. I'm gonna end the part here. So I do hope that you all have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.